Think about who thought of the so-called carnivore diet. It was some idiot who was eating his green leaves, flowers, and little seeds along with the overcooked slave muscle meat his whole life, and then he thought, I will now eat like a carnivore. I will eat cooked meat, which none of them do, and then I will eat the muscle meat, which none of them do except if there's no organs left. That says everything. It just screams enslavement. It screams. We don't even need to look at what people eat in nature. Look at the wealthy people. What do they eat at the 5-star restaurants? All kinds of seafood, raw oysters, sea urchin, all of the best shellfish, wild caught fish, sashimi. I used to go to this butcher in Germany where I got most of my meat, and they never had testicles. Why? They said that the restaurants buy them. They pay good money for the organs, but especially the testicles. They get the best ones for the rich people. This is what they eat, and you're supposed to eat the fucking muscle meat like a fucking. It's always been like this.
Yes, the organs have an actually good taste. Not that muscle meat doesn't taste good, but muscle meat is like dog food. You can eat it if there's nothing else, but it's not something that you should base your diet on. Again, it doesn't have a bad taste, but it also doesn't really have much of a real taste. It depends on the animal. Some animals, such as alligators, the muscle meat actually tastes pretty good, but when it comes to the farmed animals of today, it's usually just kind of bland for the most part, whereas the organs have an actually really good taste, especially liver, brain, spleen. It's actually very appetizing to eat the organs. The muscle meat is all right. But why does he eat muscle meat? Organs are sometimes even cheaper. Who knows? At the end of the day, the muscle meat is what you would eat if you have nothing else. Actually, you would eat the tough parts if you wouldn't have anything else. But the muscle meat comes right after. It's not the best parts of the animal, not at all. He eats raw meat, but really, besides that, we don't really have much in common at all. And he eats the muscle meat. If it was cheaper or something and he didn't have enough money for food, I could understand, but it probably even isn't. It's probably more expensive than organs. He also doesn't seem really full of energy, life. There's no real happiness that I can detect. He does seem somewhat content. You can kind of sense it distantly, but I'm not getting the raw meat eater vibes from him. Maybe it's because he eats muscle meat with fat only. I don't know what else he eats. Yeah, it's exactly the other way around. Everybody who went through it knows it. Eating raw meat is the most important part by far for your health. No EMFs, not even sunlight, nothing else comes close to it. You could be happy and even euphoric without sunlight in very dark places for a while. If you would eat raw seafood, raw organs, that's not the problem. It's the food always in the first place. Disappointing video. Maybe he doesn't get it because he eats muscle meat with fat.
At 7 a.m. and now I'm gonna eat my second meal and it's 2:30 p.m. And for me,
again, fat and muscle meat. It's great that he's eating raw meat, don't get me wrong, but this is not a really good diet compared to eating actual organs and seafood and everything. And he only eats the fat and muscle meat, as far as I can see. Yeah, it's not surprising really what's going on here. At the end of the day, it's just never gonna be good enough. I know the difference between eating muscle meat and organs. It's not comparable. You enter a different level, a different stage in your life. Heart, kidney, and liver, of course. This is what the most powerful animals would eat. That's how they stay strong, and then that's how they make the next generation strong, and so on. And the lower ones get lower food, so to speak, and that's why they stay at a lower rank. This applies to all species.
The rest of the pack is allowed to feed on the carcass after he has taken what is rightfully his.
Yeah, meaning that they eat the muscle meat, which is why muscle meat is loser food. That's what I always tell you. And here you have it. It's clear as day. The winners, the best ones, eat the organs, the losers eat the muscle meat.